Hello, everyone. How are you? Pardon me? Hi, my name is Stephen Burns. I'm the former Director of Marketing of Blekko. And thank you for having me here today. I'm going to explain to you in layman's terms how to build a search engine or how a search engine works. Try to make it as exciting as possible. So the first thing, the sign's in the way. So the first thing you do is you quit your job and you find a garage. Here you have Bryn, Rich, Bob, Mike, Keith, and Greg Lindahl left Topics, which they sold in 2005 for $53 million, and then in 2007 they left Topics to start Blekko. And this is Rich's garage. They weren't there for long. Then you head down to Sand Hill Road in Palo Alto, or is it Menlo Park area, and you raise some money from investors. And in the beginning they raised about $45 million in the first round from very notable investors around the world. And later on Yandex came on board and gave us $15 million in September of 2012. And you hire more engineers with that money. It's pretty expensive to have a search engine. You need you have to pay your employees. You have to buy. We had bought 1,500 servers at a co-location in Silicon Valley. There's all those servers we bought. And then we wanted to approach search in a different way, to solve the problem of the web. And this is a graph of how many sites are on the web. So the big red circle is about 1 trillion websites on the web, and most of them are spam. And the rest, as you can see, are all the domains and URLs of major sites. If you add it all up, it's really a small sliver of what the quality content is on the web. It's a massive data set when you're crawling the web. There's 70 billion URLs in our crawl frontier. There's 4.5 billion URLs in the index, 200 million hosts, 1,500 servers. That takes up a lot of disk space and RAM. There's Bryn playing around with the servers. Now this is the diagram of how the search engine works, and I'm going to try and translate this to you, make it a little more exciting than that. So the engineers are coding all day, and they're working on Apollo, which is the name of the front-end server, and they every morning at 11:30 a.m. they push to the candidate version to ahead, and then it's pushed live to Athena is the name of the servers that host blekko.com, Roxy, which is Blekko's news site, and Isaac, which is the mobile version of Blekko. So our crawler is named ScoutJet. You might have seen it maybe crawling your site. And ScoutJet goes and crawls all the web, and on the timely crawler is a lot faster. It crawls news sites. So news is always updating every second. So it crawls all the news sites to make it more pertinent. This is where we get slash tags are put in the crawler. So the indexer is kind of like Harry Potter's sorting hat. And it takes all the data from the crawler, and it filters out all the garbage. It ranks the data high, about 100 million sites are high quality sites, and then the low quality sites are about 1 billion low quality sites. And this is where the snippet data is stored and ranking is done. I thought that, I don't know why I put this slide in here, I thought it was funny, but so then we have all these. Now we're going to approach the search engine from the other side, where all the users come to the front of this front page. Now, internet users come and they do a query. And the queries, we get real people doing queries, and you get bots coming in too. And we try to block the bots. And we use Nginx that filters and redirects these queries, or these people coming in. And we also have a list of banned IPs that are blocked too. And I put that's me in Bangkok eating a grasshopper. I thought that would represent a bot. So, and then it gets through Nginx, and it through the filter, and then the web servers. Now the web servers have everything that's not a search stops there, like 403 errors or any information pages on the site. We serve up snippets, info boxes, like calendars or movie, or I think there's even a calculator that come in. And Roxy and Isaac live there. The templates, HTML generation, all our logging and our stats, ads, and blending. Now, from the web server, the front pages have to grab the information from the index. So it goes through the query daemon, and the query daemon filters porn and does clustering and looks for solves language problems, and it re-ranks. And then the snippet daemon grabs the snippet and serves that. And these are all living in RAM, so they're very quick. And then the local daemon does local searches. If you looked for coffee shop in Poznan, it would serve up your local results. And then we use Cindy, or now it's called DIG. DIG is an acronym for Dynamic Interface Graph, and that does auto boosting. And auto boosting is one of the technologies that Blekko uses. If you did a medical query, let's say, diabetes, it's going to pull the diabetes / tag, which is a human-edited category of the top diabetes sites on the web. It can detect queries and then populate them it auto boosts those results. And it does synonyms. I have a drink here. So all of this grabs from the posting daemon. And the posting daemon is linked to the index. And it grabs all the sites, the high-ranking sites, the low. So high-ranking sites are crawled more often, low not as often. And the timely crawler is all the news sites and data that you need quickly is stored in SSD, solid-state drives, and RAM. Now, Blekko is not just a search engine, it's a search technology company. It has 3 products, and then API partners use the data. If you wanted to use the API data, you can email Greg at Blekko, and he will give you a key, an API key. We're a distributed computing platform, crawler, an indexer. There's machine learning going on, ranking, and a query classifier. And now, in the last year, in January, we started building a mobile app because of the drive in use. And we wanted to get away from the standard 10 blue links on a mobile device when you look at your iPad or your iPhone or your Android device. So the typing's different on a mobile device. You want to usually do short queries. You don't want to type in really long queries. So the /tag system helps with the short queries. And we want to leverage all this swiping and the pinching and all those moves. So we're going to make these 10 blue links on your phone are really not that interesting. So Isaac was launched in January for the iPad and Android, and then in April it was launched for iPhone. Did a redesign because of different screen size. You have to do different things. Tablets are like magazines, and you really want a slick view of your search results. So we added more imagery to the results page. This can make ads more interesting also. You could add more images to ads. Those shoes is a shoe feed from Zappos or Amazon or something. And we had a quick answer box. Now we pull in the categorization with we give top results, and then if depending on the query, we can give categories like televisions using all the human edited slash tag data. So there's the comparison to Google. A little more exciting. This is the dynamic interface graph, which is the categorization, which was originally built helped by users editing slash tags, and then full-time reference librarians working on staff editing nonstop categories from hundreds of thousands of categories. So now, instead of before with blekko, you had to search, blood tests slash diabetes, or something slash health, diabetes slash health. Now it automatically does it. It's learned over the years that how to categorize so that you don't have to use it. And we noticed that a lot of users weren't using slash tags correctly anyways. So it got Isaac got really good reviews. It showed up in the App Store as new and noteworthy, and the press really liked it. Look at that. Ashton Kutcher even said, he kind of worded that incorrectly, I think, but Ashton Kutcher liked it. He's one of the investors, so he better like it. Social media, there's all people tweeting about it that day when it came out. And now this gives there's some contextual ads showing, a little more exciting than link ads. You could put ads in certain categories. And then we launched in April this is the iPhone app and Android app. It was we added a more local feel to it. Your iPad, usually you don't walk around downtown with an iPad. Usually you're sitting on your couch and you want to use questions about whatever you're watching on TV, or it's used. But your phone is usually out and about, so you can. We added a more local touch to it so that you could search for movie times and food and whatnot. So you do a query, and then you can swipe into the app. You could download it for free if you want now. And that's about it. Any questions? No questions. Okay, thanks.